gentlemen, today I want you to think about where you are right now, not where you wish you were, not where you think you should be, but right here, right now, because this moment, this exact position in your life is the starting line for your greatness. Some of you may look around and feel like you don't have enough, not enough time, not enough money, not enough support, or not enough confidence. But I'm here to tell you something that will shake that belief to its core. You have everything you need to get started. Everything. Right now. The great Arthur Ashe says, start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. And that's not just a nice phrase, it's a blueprint for success. When I was starting out, I didn't have money. I didn't have the right connections. I didn't have the confidence to stand in front of crowds and speak. But you know what I did have? A desire, a vision, a belief that there was more out there for me. You see, life doesn't require you to be perfect. It just requires you to show up. It doesn't ask if you're ready, it asks if you're willing. When you start where you are, even if it's messy, even if it's uncomfortable, you set a process in motion that creates momentum. But here's the thing, too many people wait. They wait for the stars to align, for the right time, for someone to hand them an opportunity. Listen to me, it's not coming. The cavalry isn't coming. You are the cavalry. Look at what's already in your hands. You might not have $1 million, but do you have a mind filled with ideas? You might not have every skill you need, but do you have the willingness to learn? You might not have all the confidence in the world, but do you have enough faith to take one small step? Because that's all it takes, a step forward, no matter how small, creates ripples that turn into waves. Those waves build strength, and that strength fuels your climb to the top. I know what some of you are thinking, but what if I fail? Well, what if you don't? What if you succeed? What if this moment, this decision to start with what you have becomes the turning point of your life? You see, it's not about the resources, it's about resourcefulness. It's not about what you lack, it's about using what you've got. When you commit to the process, life begins to align. People, opportunities, and doors that were once invisible will start to appear. But they only show up for those who are already in motion. So I'm asking you right now, are you ready to start? Not tomorrow, not next week, but today, right here, right now. Take inventory of what you have. Trust in your ability to figure the rest out along the way and take that first step. Your greatness is waiting for you, not out there in the distance, but right here where you stand. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Because when you do, you'll realize that everything you need to win was inside you all along. Success is built not on perfect conditions, but on relentless action. In a world where many people are constantly waiting for the perfect moment, the ideal circumstances, or the right conditions to pursue their dreams, the truth is that those things rarely align the way you expect them to. Perfect conditions are an illusion, and if you wait for them, you'll be waiting forever. Success doesn't require perfection, it requires persistence, dedication, and relentless action. Think about it. How many people do you know who have dreams, ideas, and plans but never seem to take the leap? They sit back waiting for all the lights to turn green, hoping that someday the path will be smooth and the conditions will be just right. The truth is, life doesn't work that way. If you wait for everything to fall into place, you're going to miss out on opportunities. Success isn't about having everything go according to plan. It's about making progress despite obstacles, setbacks, and imperfect conditions. I've learned through my own journey that the key to success is taking action, even when it feels like the odds are against you. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I didn't have a perfect start. But I had one thing that made all the difference, the willingness to take action. And the truth is, that's all you need to. When you take that first step, you send a powerful message to the universe. You are committed and you are ready. The process of growth begins the moment you take action. When you start moving, things begin to happen. The road may not always be easy and the obstacles may seem daunting, but the mere act of moving forward creates momentum. You begin to learn, adapt, and grow stronger with every challenge you face. Here's something else that's important to realize: you don't have to have it all figured out. In fact, you probably won't have everything figured out at first, and that's okay. Many of us fear failure or uncertainty, but the truth is, failure is not the end. It's part of the journey. This is the feedback you need to improve and adjust your course. Every time you fall, every time it doesn't go as planned, it's just another lesson. And those lessons become stepping stones, building the foundation of your success. When I started speaking, I wasn't great at it. I was nervous and unsure of myself and didn't know if I could make it. But I kept showing up. I took every opportunity I could to speak, even if the crowd was small or if I made mistakes. I learned from each experience and became better over time. That's what relentless action does. It refines you. It sharpens your skills and builds your confidence. The more you do something, the more proficient you become. But if you wait until everything is perfect, you're never going to get that experience. Another thing to understand is that success requires consistency. It's not about making one big move and expecting it to work out. Success is built through small, consistent actions over time. Each day you need to be doing something, no matter how small, that moves you closer to your goal. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not talent or resources, it's the willingness to keep going when things get tough. The person who keeps working even when the progress feels slow or insignificant will eventually break through. They will reach the point where the effort starts to pay off in ways they never imagined. Relentless action also means adapting to change and staying flexible. Life doesn't always follow a straight path, and sometimes the conditions aren't what we hope for. Well, when you keep moving, when you keep taking action, you learn to navigate the twists and turns. You develop resilience. You develop grit. You learn to adjust your strategy and keep pushing forward, even when the circumstances are less than ideal. So stop waiting for perfection. Stop waiting for the right time. There's no such thing. What you need is action. You need to move, even if it's imperfect. The power lies in your ability to push forward despite the uncertainties. If you're committed to the process, if you're willing to take that first step and then keep taking steps, success will find you. It might not look the way you imagined, but it will be yours, built on the foundation of relentless action, not perfect conditions. Your current position is the starting line, not the finish line. This is a powerful truth that too many people overlook. They think that where they are right now is the end of the road, that the circumstances they find themselves in define who they are and where they can go. But the reality is that your present position is just the beginning, not the end. It's where you start the journey, not where it finishes. So many people get discouraged when they look around and see obstacles, struggles, or challenges. They believe they are too far behind, that their current situation is a reflection of their ultimate potential. But let me tell you something. Where you are today doesn't determine where you can go. It only tells you where you start from. The great thing about life is that it's a journey, and every step you take is an opportunity to move closer to your goals. When you realize that your current position is just a starting line, you stop feeling trapped by your circumstances. You stop allowing fear, doubt, or frustration to dictate your future. You begin to understand that every great achievement starts from somewhere, and there's no need to be ashamed of where you are now. It doesn't matter if you're starting with little to no resources or facing a tough set of circumstances. What matters is that you've decided to start. Too often we see people who have dreams but believe that they're not in the right place to make those dreams a reality. They think that they need to wait for everything to fall into place before they can take action. But let me remind you, waiting for the perfect moment is a trap. The perfect moment doesn't exist. The most successful people didn't wait for things to be perfect. They started with what they had, where they were, and that made all the difference. Your current position might seem limited, but it's actually your foundation. Every challenge you face, every setback, is part of the process that will propel you forward. Those who understand that their starting point is just the beginning take massive action. They don't sit around waiting for the perfect set of circumstances. They use what they have right now and take one step after another, regardless of how small those steps may seem. It's the small, consistent steps that lead to big results. Think about the people you admire, those who have achieved greatness in their lives. They didn't get to where they are by standing still, hoping for a miracle. They understood that their position at the start was just a part of the process. They understood that the journey was just as important as the destination, and they committed themselves to that journey with passion, perseverance, and an unwavering belief in themselves. When you start, you may not know exactly how things will unfold. You may not have all the answers, and the road ahead might not be clear. But that's okay. Your current position is not the finish line. It's where you start to build the life you want. The power is in your hands. What you do next and the effort you put in each day determines how far you can go. The most important thing is to start, to take that first step, and to keep moving forward with purpose and determination. Remember, success doesn't happen overnight. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect set of circumstances. It's about using what you have right now, where you are right now, and taking the first step toward your dreams. The finish line is out there, but it's not behind you, it's ahead of you, and it's waiting for you to show up, to take action, and to keep going no matter how tough the journey may seem. Your current position is just the starting line. Your future is waiting, and it's yours for the taking. You just need to start moving toward it. Every resource you need exists within or around you. This is a profound truth that can change the way you approach challenges and opportunities in life. Often when we face difficulties or pursue big dreams, we feel like we lack the resources necessary to succeed. We look at others who seem to have everything they need: money, connections, knowledge, and we convince ourselves that without those things we can't possibly move forward. But the truth is that every resource you need is already within you or readily available around you. It's not about what you don't have, it's about recognizing what you do have and using it to propel yourself forward. Look inside yourself for a moment. Within you lies a wealth of untapped potential: your passion, creativity, determination, and resilience. These are not abstract qualities, they are powerful forces that can help you overcome almost any obstacle. Every successful person has had to tap into their internal resources at some point. Whether it's a deep sense of purpose, an unwavering belief in their vision, or the grit to keep going when things get too, it is the inner strength that becomes the driving force behind success. You don't need to wait for someone else to provide you with motivation or confidence. You can create that energy from within. But internal resources alone are not enough. While the strength of your character and your willpower are essential, the world around you also holds the resources you need to succeed. There are opportunities, people, and tools available to you if you know where to look. The key is to recognize the potential that exists in your environment and leverage it. For instance, think about the people in your life. You might not have all the financial resources to start a business or take on a big project, but perhaps you know someone with experience in that area who can offer guidance, mentorship, or even a partnership. The support you need might already be just a phone call away. When you start to see the connections between yourself and others, you begin to realize how interconnected we all are. You don't have to do it alone. Consider the tools and knowledge that are at your disposal. We live in a time where information is more accessible than ever. With the click of a button, you can learn about almost anything, whether it's through books, online courses, or even social media platforms. The resources you need to grow and improve are available to you if you're willing to put in the time and effort to seek them out. It doesn't matter if you're trying to learn a new skill, grow your business, or improve your personal life. There are countless resources around you, often for free or at a low cost. The power of the internet has democratized access to knowledge and opportunity. There's no excuse for not taking advantage of the resources that are right in front of you. Another powerful resource is time. Time is a resource that, if used wisely, can bring about incredible results. The way you choose to spend your time, what you prioritize, what you invest your energy in, determines your success. You don't need to wait for a perfect moment or for someone to give you permission. Time is one of the most valuable resources you have. The question is, how will you use it? Will you spend it on things that don't serve your purpose, or will you dedicate it to moving closer to your goals? Finally, there's the power of belief. You must believe in the resources that are already within and around you. When you truly believe in your ability to access what you need, you begin to see the world differently. You'll start to notice opportunities, connections, and tools that you may have overlooked before. Belief in yourself and your potential is the foundation upon which all other resources are built. Without that belief, you won't even recognize the resources that are waiting for you. Success is not about having an endless supply of material resources or waiting for everything to fall into place. It's about tapping into the vast array of internal and external resources that already exist in your life. Whether it's your own skills, the people around you, the knowledge available, the time you have, everything you need is already within your reach. The key is to stop focusing on what you lack and start focusing on what you already have. When you do this, you unlock a world of possibilities and move one step closer to your dreams. Focus on progress, not perfection. Small steps lead to big outcomes. In a world that constantly celebrates the big wins, the flashing results, and the rapid transformations, it's easy to forget that true success is rarely achieved in a single leap. The idea of perfection can paralyze us, making us believe that if we can't do something perfectly, we shouldn't do it at all. We set these incredibly high standards for ourselves and then become discouraged when we inevitably fall short. But the truth is, perfection is an illusion. Progress, however, is real. And small, consistent steps in the direction of your goals are what create lasting, meaningful success. The journey toward any goal is often messy, unpredictable, and full of setbacks. Many of us make the mistake of expecting immediate results or flawless execution, but life doesn't work like that. Success is built on the foundation of continual progress, even when that progress is slow or imperfect. It's about showing up every day and doing something, anything that moves you closer to where you want to be. The key is consistency, not perfection. Think about the most successful people in any field. They didn't get to where they are by waiting for the perfect opportunity or by doing everything perfectly. They started where they were, with what they had, and took the next step. The process of moving forward, even in small increments, builds momentum. The more you act, the more you learn, the more you grow, and the closer you get to achieving your vision. Every step you take, no matter how small, adds up over time. And those small steps compound into significant progress. Progress over perfection also means that you allow yourself to make mistakes. We're often taught that mistakes are something to avoid, but in reality, mistakes are powerful learning opportunities. Every time we fail, we learn something that we wouldn't have known otherwise. Instead of seeing failure as a setback, see it as a step forward. It's part of the process. It's through making mistakes that we refine our strategies, correct our course, and improve our performance. Perfection doesn't allow for mistakes, it stifles growth. Progress, on the other hand, welcomes them, knowing that each failure is just another lesson on the path to success. One of the most dangerous traps people fall into when they focus on perfection is that they become overwhelmed by the need to get everything just right. They spend so much time thinking, planning, and obsessing over the details that they never actually take action. They get stuck in a cycle of overthinking and self-doubt, waiting for the right moment or the perfect solution. But here's the thing, waiting for perfection doesn't move you forward. The only way to make progress is to take action, even if that action isn't perfect. You learn more by doing, even imperfectly, than by endlessly preparing or waiting for the perfect moment. Small steps also help you build confidence. When you focus on progress, you give yourself permission to take baby steps, knowing that each one is valuable. These small wins add up and build a sense of achievement and confidence, which keeps you motivated to continue moving forward. Each step you take reinforces the belief that you can do it, even if it's not perfect. Over time, these small wins accumulate, and what seemed impossible at first becomes more achievable. You begin to see progress, and with it, the belief in your ability grows stronger. Another important aspect of focusing on progress is that it allows you to stay adaptable. When you focus on perfection, you lock yourself into one vision, one ideal outcome. But the truth is that life is unpredictable and circumstances often change. If you're only focused on perfection, you might miss out on opportunities to adjust, adapt, and improve. By focusing on progress, you give yourself the flexibility to learn from what's working and what isn't. You become more agile, more responsive to change, and more capable of finding solutions to problems as they arise. In the long run, it's those small steps that lead to big outcomes. Success is not built overnight, and it's not about doing everything flawlessly from the start. It's about taking the next step, making the next improvement, and staying committed to moving forward. Perfection is an unrealistic standard that holds you back, while progress is a forward-moving force that propels you toward your goals. So focus on the process, focus on the progress, and keep moving forward, even if it's just a little bit each day. The small steps taken consistently lead to big results. The journey is just as important as the destination. It is the small, imperfect steps along the way that shape who you become and what you achieve. Fear and doubt are temporary. Persistence transforms them into courage. This statement holds a profound truth that can change the way we approach challenges in our lives. Fear and doubt are universal experiences. We all feel them at different points in our journey. They can be crippling, paralyzing us with the belief that we aren't capable, that we will fail, or the challenges we face are insurmountable. But the truth is that fear and doubt don't last forever. They are temporary, and if we persist, if we keep pushing forward, they will eventually be replaced by something far more powerful: courage. Fear is a natural response to uncertainty, and doubt creeps in when we question our abilities or the unknown. These emotions aren't inherently negative, they're part of being human. They signal that we're stepping out of our comfort zones, that we're challenging ourselves in ways that we've never done before. The problem arises when we allow fear and doubt to control us. If we let them dominate our thoughts and actions, they can stop us from taking the very steps we need to take to achieve our dreams. We get stuck in a cycle of what if, and I can't, and we lose sight of the possibilities that are right in front of us. But what if we viewed fear and doubt not as barriers, but as signals? What if we saw them as an indication that we are on the verge of something great, something beyond our current capabilities? Every time we feel afraid or doubtful, it's a sign that we're growing, that we're stretching ourselves beyond the boundaries of what is familiar. The key is not to let those feelings stop us, but to recognize that they are temporary, that they will pass as we keep moving forward. Persistence is the antidote to fear and doubt. When we persist, when we keep taking action despite how we feel, we begin to see that the very things we were afraid of aren't as big or as powerful as they seemed. In fact, every time we push through fear, every time we take a step in the face of doubt, we build courage. Courage isn't the absence of fear or doubt. It's the ability to act despite them. It's the willingness to keep going even when we don't feel ready or confident. And the more we do it, the more courageous we become. Think about the times in your life when you faced challenges that seemed impossible. At the beginning, the fear and doubt may have been overwhelming. You may have questioned whether you had what it took to succeed. But as you persisted, as you kept putting one foot in front of the other, you started to notice something amazing. The fear lessened, the doubt faded. You began to realize that you were capable of much more than you had thought. That's the power of persistence. It transforms fear and doubt from obstacles into stepping stones. One of the most significant things persistence does is help us reframe our perception of failure. When we persist, we stop seeing failure as the end of the road and start seeing it as part of the process. The fear of failure often stems from the belief that a mistake will define us, that it will prove we aren't good enough. But persistence teaches us that failure is not permanent. It's not a final destination. It's a lesson, a chance to learn and adjust. The more we persist, the more we realize that failure doesn't have to be feared. It's a natural part of growth. As we continue to push forward, we build not only courage, but also confidence. Each victory, no matter how small, reinforces the belief that we can handle whatever comes our way. Over time, this confidence grows and fear and doubt lose their power. They no longer control our actions. Instead of being paralyzed by them, we face them head on and move through them. We come to understand that they are temporary, fleeting moments in a larger journey, and that we have the power to shape the direction of that journey. Fear and doubt will always be present at some level, especially when we are stretching ourselves towards something new. But what truly matters is not whether we experience them, but how we respond to them. If we let fear and doubt stop us, we'll never know what we're capable of. But if we persist, if we take action, even when we're scared, if we keep going in the face of uncertainty, we'll find that those feelings are just temporary. Over time, persistence transforms fear into courage and doubt into confidence. And when we are persistent, we not only overcome fear, we learn to use it as fuel to move us closer to our goals. The more we persist, the more we discover that courage isn't something we are born with. It's something we create through our actions. Your potential is greater than your present circumstances. This is a truth that often gets overshadowed by the challenges and limitations we face in our current lives. It's easy to look at where we are now, the struggles, the setbacks, the obstacles, and believe that this is all we are capable of. We may look at our current circumstances and feel trapped, as if the limitations we see around us define who we are and what we can accomplish. But the truth is that your potential is not bound by the present moment. Your potential far exceeds the conditions you find yourself in today, and with the right mindset, effort, and perseverance, you can rise above those circumstances and achieve greatness. We are all products of our circumstances to some extent. Our upbringing, our environment, our education, and even the people we interact with influence the way we see the world and the opportunities we pursue. However, these factors do not determine our destiny. Our circumstances may shape us, but they do not define us. Every single person, regardless of where they come from or what they've been through, has untapped potential within them. The key to unlocking that potential is recognizing that it exists and then taking the necessary steps to bring it to the surface. When you focus on your current circumstances, it's easy to feel small and powerless. You might feel overwhelmed by the obstacles in your path, or you may think that you're not capable of breaking free from the limitations around you. But the reality is that your circumstances are temporary. They are not set in stone, and they do not have the power to keep you where you are unless you allow them to. What truly matters is your mindset and your willingness to take action. Your potential is determined by what you believe is possible for yourself and the effort you are willing to invest in bringing that belief to life. The great truth is that potential is not limited by your current situation. It's about who you are becoming, not who you are right now. Just because you might be facing difficulties today doesn't mean that those challenges will last forever. Circumstances change, but the potential for growth, success, and fulfillment is always within reach. Look at the stories of people who started little, who came from difficult backgrounds, or who faced significant challenges. The key to their success wasn't that they were born into ideal conditions, it was their belief in their own potential and their willingness to take action despite their circumstances. Your current circumstances are simply a reflection of where you are at this moment in time. They do not define your future. You have the power to change your circumstances by recognizing and tapping into your potential. The path to success, growth, and fulfillment is not linear, and it is not guaranteed to be smooth. There will be struggles along the way, moments of doubt, and times when it feels like you're not making progress. But every step you take in the direction of your goals, no matter how small, brings you closer to the person you are meant to become. Every effort you make to improve yourself, to expand your knowledge, and to push past your limits chips away the barriers that your current circumstances may have put up. One of the most powerful ways to begin unlocking your potential is by shifting your focus. Instead of looking at what you lack or the challenges that are in your way, focus on what you can do. Focus on what is within your control. Your potential lies in your ability to take action, to learn, to adapt, and to keep moving forward even when the road seems uncertain. You don't need to have everything figured out today. What you need is the willingness to start, to believe that you can grow beyond where you are now, and to commit to the journey of self-improvement. When you acknowledge that your potential is greater than your present circumstances, you free yourself from the limitations that may have been holding you back. You begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles, and you develop the courage to take risks and step outside of your comfort zone. You understand that your current situation is just a snapshot in time, not your final destination. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth, and every success you achieve, no matter how small, is a testament to your ability to transcend the circumstances you once thought were impossible to overcome. In the end, your potential is limitless. Your current circumstances may seem daunting, but they are temporary. What you're capable of achieving is far greater than what you see in front of you today. You have the power within you to break free from the limitations of your present situation and step into the future you want. It all begins with recognizing that your potential is greater than your present circumstances and having the courage to believe that, with effort and persistence, you can transform your life and achieve things you once thought impossible. The tools you need most are belief, determination, and faith in your ability. These three powerful elements are not only essential for success, but they are the foundation upon which all other achievements are built. In life, you will encounter countless obstacles, moments of doubt, and circumstances that may seem beyond your control. But no matter the challenges, if you hold on to belief, determination, and faith, you will find a way to persevere, overcome, and ultimately succeed. Belief is the first and most crucial tool. It is the internal compass that guides you, the spark that ignites your actions. Without belief, it is almost impossible to take the first step toward your goals. When you believe in yourself, in your potential, you are able to see possibilities where others see barriers. Belief is not about arrogance or thinking you are better than anyone else. It is about having confidence in your own abilities and recognizing that you have the power to shape your own future. It is the quiet assurance that even when things seem uncertain or difficult, you have what it takes to succeed. Belief creates a mindset that attracts opportunities because it encourages you to keep looking for solutions. When you believe, you open yourself up to growth and learning. Without this foundational tool, your vision may never materialize because the belief is the fuel that propels you into action. Determination is the second tool you need. Determination is the unwavering resolve to keep going even when the path is tough. The road and the results aren't immediate. It is what gets you out of bed in the morning, what keeps you moving forward when obstacles arise, and what keeps you focused on your goals despite setbacks. Without determination, it's easy to quit when things get hard. Everyone faces moments of doubt, frustration, and exhaustion. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is often not talent or circumstances, but the strength of their determination. It is this drive, this refusal to give up, that pushes people through adversity. Determination helps you stay on course even when progress seems slow or when failure knocks you down. It's the relentless pursuit of your goals, the ability to push through the hardest times with a heart full of conviction that what you're doing is worth it. It's about recognizing that obstacles are not roadblocks, but challenges to be overcome. And it's this persistence that brings growth and eventual success. Faith in your ability is the third essential tool. Faith is the quiet confidence that even though you may not yet have all the answers, you trust in your capacity to figure it out, adapt, and grow. Faith in your ability is not about knowing the future or being certain that everything will go according to plan. It's about trusting that you are capable of navigating whatever comes your way. It's about holding on to the belief that you are equipped to handle challenges even if you don't have all the resources or information at the outset. Faith is the confidence to take that first step into the unknown, even when the way is unclear. It's the understanding that you are worthy of success and that your potential is limitless no matter the circumstances you face. Faith doesn't guarantee that everything will be easy or that you won't face setbacks. It guarantees that you will continue moving forward, even when faced with uncertainty. With faith in your ability, you cultivate resilience and an inner strength that enables you to keep pursuing your goals no matter how many hurdles you encounter. When you combine belief, determination, and faith, you create an unstoppable force. These tools work together to build momentum even in the face of adversity. Belief gives you the vision to see what's possible. Determination provides the energy to keep going when things get tough. Faith in your ability fuels your inner confidence, is reminding you that you have what it takes to reach your goals. Together, they create a mindset that turns obstacles into opportunities, setbacks into lessons, and challenges into triumphs. Success is not guaranteed to come easily, and there will always be times when it feels like progress is slow or unattainable. But if you carry with you belief, determination, and faith, you will always find a way forward. These tools are the most powerful resources you have at your disposal because they are internal, unshakable, and available to you at any moment. The world may change, circumstances may shift, but belief, determination, and faith are constants that you control. When you believe in yourself, remain determined in the pursuit of your goals, and trust in your own ability to overcome challenges, you unlock the full potential within you and position yourself for success no matter what the future holds.